That's cool. Labbits.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the pic. It's awesome. And now that I'm streaming on my my big laptop, I can stream both there and Discord at the same time. Yay!
Cool. So we won't be like 5 seconds behind. We'll be like a second or two behind.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just in an ad again.
What was that?
I'm just in an ad again.
I should have messaged you if you weren't busy yesterday, Ellie. Could have played subjective electives with us.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was just like on the machine all day, so I wouldn't have had my proper computer. Because that's on tabletop, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is tabletop Mac and PC or just PC?
I think it's just PC, but I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Because if it's just PC, then I wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway. Plus, I was trying to do as much work as I could, though brain wasn't entirely cooperating. And then I tried to make a dent in my backlog pledge because I've got less than a month to go, and I've got 2 and a bit games to go. So I'm like, I must make it. I will be sleep deprived until then.
The tabletop does work on Mac. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
What do you got left for your games?
So I finally finished Fire Emblem Three Houses last week. Because I didn't rush it, so that was part of the problem, but I wanted to play it properly, and like not kill people that I didn't want to kill. So I have left, I'm about, I think, halfway through Hyper Light Drifter. And I'm like, I think maybe getting to almost halfway through now after last night through Atelier Ryza. It's like my first Atelier game. I'm actually quite liking it. And then I haven't started yet, and the last one is Astral Chain, the Platinum game.
Right.
So yeah, my brother got that for me for Christmas last year, and I haven't played it yet. But yeah, so I've got that to do as well. But yeah, I think I've got about maybe like 30 to 40 hours of games left. Maybe. Plus I have at least 2 more job applications I have to do, and towards the end of this month, as well as a paper revision due on the 3rd of December. So it's going to require some hard work and juggling and not a lot of sleep. But I don't want to fail. I'm pretty sure my brother has already handed in the towel because he keeps getting lots of review games, and I'm like, oh, that's a sucky position to be in, you know. Free game stopping you from finishing, but we'll see. I'm gonna try. It's like the 15th of December is the final day.
Yeah, TikTok, dang.
Yep. I just have to roll credits. That's all I have to do. So I'm not platinuming things like my brother had to. He had a few platinums, and I'm like, are you insane?
It's okay, Sash. You don't need to have been catching up on lessons. Just try and follow along. Should really, do greetings and whatnot in the very beginning for everybody. So we can start with that. Gonna ask everybody how they're doing, and then you can respond with some other stuff. We'll go to the live scene here. So let's start here. So first thing is Eri-san, genki desu ka?
I'm assuming that means like Genki. Wait.
Genki desu. So if you're feeling good, it's genki desu.
What about average?
Feeling average, you can say mama.
Mama, that's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Mama.
That's a mama.
Mama.
Rabitsu-san wa genki desu ka?
Mama.
I mean, it's like what, 2 a.m. for you, Lavitz, or something?
1:30.
Okay, that's still, yeah.
All right, so let's get started here. So we're going to do the opening spiel that I normally do for each of the lessons here. We're going to do the rules of language acquisition. Basically, number one, and these are more like guidelines more than anything. If it feels like it's not working, it's probably not working. So you don't try and force yourself to learn something specifically. Find a medium that helps you learn the best. Number two, if you feel like you're not quote-unquote getting it, it's probably the teacher. And with many things that happen with this class here, like I'm obviously creating the lessons, but if there is something that is going to help Lavitz or Ellie learn better or learn easier, I adjust my lesson to make sure that it works like that, and their outside resources reflect that as well. So if your teacher isn't changing, you need to change your teacher. Number three, if it's not relevant or interesting, you probably aren't acquiring much. So basically, if you're bored, it's not working. So that's a few things just to keep in mind. So let's move on to the next slide here. You only need pen and paper if you were the kind of person that likes to take notes. So if you want to take notes, take notes. If you don't want to take notes, don't take notes. We're going to be using the vocab on page 86 and 87 in the textbook. And if you need to look at the textbook, you can access it through Discord. So down below the
We
page
also
here.
have those available in our on the Discord.
Yep.
Vocab reference if you don't want to pull up the file.
Right. So, yep. So you can just click on the link below, go to Discord, and you'll be able to see some of the materials that we're going to be looking at. So, Lavitz, I think your fan is...
Sorry. Cat's in my face, so I'm like moving my head around.
All right. So let's move on here. We're going to go over our base verbs like we did before. Now, the reason why I'm doing this again is because it's very important. So we need to make sure that we are doing all of this correctly. So first thing here, Lavitz, what's the dictionary form there for the first one?
Tabe, which means to eat.
Okay, and then the next one underneath it is?
Taberu.
And underneath taberu is?
Tabemas.
And?
Tabemasen.
And Ellie, can you get the next ones?
The u-verb one.
To
To the
one
right of.
to the right,
Right
of
of Tabe,
okay.
the next
Yeah.
line, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so iku, ikimasu, ikimasen, and
Yep. Okay.
Iki.
So so we're going to be working on u-verbs and ru-verbs. So we're going to go to the first one. So when we are doing u-verbs, basically what you want to do is you want to change the u side of it, whether it's a do, mu, fu, whatever, and then shift it down and make it the e section. And then we're going to add mas on the end of it. So, Lavitz, can you read the first one, what's written there, and then how you change it into the mas form?
So it would go from nomu to nomi. Mas.
Very good. And Ellie, can you get the next one?
yomu to yomi,
Yomi.
mas.
Very good. Fantastic. Lavitz, next one.
Yeah, I'm looking at hanasu to hanashimasu.
And Ellie?
Kiku to kiki mas.
Very good. Lavitz?
Ikuru ikimasu.
And last one here?
Oh, this is the exception to the rule.
Yep.
So it's kaeru. This is the one that I was like messing up.
Yeah, the
Kaeru.
pronunciation's weird.
Because do you need to actually separate the air, or can you merge it?
You have to put them both together. Ka-e-di.
Kaeru. Okay. So kaeru goes to is it kaerimasu?
Very good. Fantastic. Good job. So we'll move on to the next part here. All right, so we did that now. Now we're just going to do the negative part in there. So we're going to switch it around, and Eddie, I want you to start this group. So start with the first one, go to the second part, and then tell me what the negative is then.
So it's nomu, and it goes to nomimasu, and then nomimasen.
Fantastic. Lavitz, you're up.
Yomu yomimasu, yomimasen.
Fantastic. Eddie?
Is that hanasu?
That is.
So hanasu goes to hanashimasu and hanashimasen.
Very good. Lavitz?
Kiku, kikimasu, kikimasen.
Fantastic. Eddie?
Iku goes to ikimasu, ikimasen.
Fantastic. Lavitz?
Kaeru, kaerimasu, kaerimasen.
Fantastic. All right, let's move on to the next part here. So, yep, you guys got them all correct. All right, so now we're going to do ru-verbs. So, how do you do ru-verbs?
You just take them out, right?
You just drop the ru and add the
Mas.
mas and
Fantastic.
or masen, right?
Yep, so fantastic. Eddie, why don't you take the first one?
So taberu would be tabemasu or tabemasen.
Fantastic. And Lavitz?
Miru, mimasu, mimasen.
Fantastic. All right, so how do we do irregulars now?
That's where you drop the ru and change this u sound to an e sound, correct?
Exactly, correct. So, Lavitz, why don't you take the first one then?
So it's suru, and then it'd be shimasu and shimasen.
Fantastic. And Eddie?
Kuru, then kimasu and kimasen.
Very good. Fantastic.
Now, I forget, when do you run into irregulars? Is it when it's only single syllable words, or is it just certain words?
There's only certain words, but there's only like in the Japanese language, I've only run into like 4 or 5 in actual.
I was looking more for like
conversation.
what's the actual rule behind it, but that's fine.
Okay. The actual rule.
Like what's the
shimas is basically to do, and it's basically for any noun that can become a verb. You just put this behind it, so it's kind of like a marker saying that this is a do verb.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense. And then the kimas is just a special exception.
Got it. Okay.
All right, so now I switched up the order on these here, so now we're going to take a look at these and we're going to try and switch them around a bit here. So I want you to go take this one here, and I want you to give me the...
both.
Yeah.
Read it and then give us the masen, or just the mas?
The mas. Just the mas is fine.
Okay.
So Lavitz, why don't you go with this one here?
Sure. So that is okiru to okimasu. No. Okimasu. Is that correct?
That is correct. Thank
Or
you,
is it-
Legend
yeah.
of Gurk, rating with a party of 13. Welcome,
Hello.
everybody. We're doing Japanese if you'd like to join us. All right, so, Eddie, why don't you take the next one? Lavitz, you were correct on that.
Okay, cool.
So yomu, which comes yomimasu.
Fantastic. Lavitz, do the next one here.
That is hanashisu, so hanashimasu.
Okay, fantastic. And Eddie?
Kuru, which would be kimasu.
Fantastic. And Lavitz?
Kiku kikimasu.
Fantastic. Eddie?
Miru, so that's mimasu.
Fantastic. Awesome. Now, Lavitz?
Nomu nomimasu.
Very good. Eddie?
Iku, ikimasu.
Very good. And Lavitz?
Neru and then nimasu.
Not Nimas.
Nishimasu or nidimasu?
No, this would be...
No,
this-
sorry, that's just numa. That just no. Is it not nimas? What is it? The numas? Or nim?
This
Now
is,
you got me confused.
this is nay.
Nay. Oh, sorry, it's not new. That's right. So sorry. So it is nedu. So nemas.
Very good. Fantastic. Good job. Eddie, you're up next.
Because I ended up on this one again. Kaeru, kaerimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Lavitz.
Oh, I get the big one.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I'll give you...
He into no, I got it.
Okay.
He into be. So benkyo suru.
Okay.
Benkyo suru.
Okay.
And then it would be benkyo shimasu.
Fantastic. Awesome. And Eddie, last one.
Suru, which is shimasu.
Very good, guys. You're doing great. All right, so we'll just go back over the particles. If you guys want to explain the different particles here. So, Lavitz, what does ni do?
Oh, ni is. Oh man, you're gonna make me review this. That was 2 days ago, not 1 day ago. I believe ni is for time.
It is for time. Is there another thing else that's used for it?
Haha, I have no idea.
Eddie, do you know what the ni is also used
oh.
for?
Got it. It's right in front of me.
Movement. So like if you were going somewhere, or like if a going somewhere.
And also, just to keep in mind with this as well, that there is hey here. And the funny thing about that is that it's this hey here, it's written as hey, but it's pronounced as a. So whenever you're using this particle in a sentence. All right, let's go to the next one. How about day? What is day for?
Location.
Very good. And O?
Everything else.
That is correct.
Yeah. If it does not fit into a category.
All right, so let's do the first one here. The second one, when we get to it, I accidentally made a mistake, and it's going to pop up with the answer and the question itself, but we're going to try and work through it. Okay, so let's do the first one here. I play tennis at 5 p.m. Okay, so let's try and figure out how to say this. And as I was saying to Lavitz before, this is English is an SVO language, which means the verb is usually in the center, where like this play is here. And we need to convert it over to an SOV language, where the verb is at the end. That is your hint.
Did we actually do play?
Yes. Play is the same as do.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I was like, I couldn't think of like a different one.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Am I going or is Lavitz going?
I'll let you go first, Ellie, this time.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the first part.
Yeah.
What goes first?
Watashi wa.
Very good.
And then it's gonna be time next,
Okay.
right? And then
Yep.
so watashi wa goju ni tennisu tennisu o suru sushimasu.
Tennisu o shimasu.
Shimasu. Yeah.
Very good. And then it is go G.
G is the time. That's right. What's half again? Because I know you're gonna throw it at me on the next one.
So half
it Han?
it's Han. It is Han. That is
Han.
correct.
Thank you.
So watashi wa
Ji-han.
goji ni
Yeah.
te ni su wo
Tennisu o shimasu.
getting it cut off there. Hold on. That is correct. Now, I have 5 p.m. written here,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and p.m. is gogo.
So
Wait,
gogoji.
so it's
So it's go-ji gogo.
Goji gogo.
I was gonna say
Okay.
because surely it wouldn't be go 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 G.
Right. So it'd be watashi wa goji gogo ni tennisu o shimasu. All right. Let's move on to the next part here. Okay. Now the difference is that this doesn't have the characters above it, the first part. I think I forgot to delete this line is what happened.
Right. So I'm cheating just because it's there.
Yep.
So watashi wa maku dana
Maku.
maku de. Oh, sorry.
This is the short version. We had
that's
this
right.
conversation last week because it's too
That's
hard.
right. Sorry. So watashi wa maku de. Maku de. What is that? Ju? Oh yeah. Juichi ji
So this is AM.
gogo.
This
Oh,
is
sorry.
AM.
So it's not gogo.
So it's going to be go zen.
So, watashi wa maku de, or yes, maku de 11時午前ハンバーガー excuse me ハンバーグをI don't know what that kanji is.
It's
I assume it's tabe, isn't
yeah.
it?
Yep.
because it's
Yeah.
eating. Yeah.
Tabe, yeah, okay, so tabemasu.
Very good.
Watashi
Good
wa
job.
maku de 11時5000
Go zen.
Zen,
Zen.
excuse me.
Zen.
Zen. Oh, Zen. What did I say the first time? I thought I
Zen.
said Zen. Okay. So, watashi wa maku de 11時午前ハンバーガーを食べます。
Very good. And I just realized I made a mistake on this one as well because I didn't put the knee in it before.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I thought something was missing. There's not enough particles.
I won't be
because this one
spelling
has a
it
lot of
right.
particles.
But I'm remembering Makoro don. Yeah, The McDonald's is
McDonald's.
it's makudo narudo. Makudo narudo. That's for McDonald's. All right, fantastic. We'll move on to the next part here. So now we're going to do basic stuff here. So I want you to tell me what go to the post office is. So Eddie, why don't you do that?
Post office is Yubin Kyoku, right?
That is correct.
Do I need to say that I'm going or just literally go to the post office?
So Mary. We're going to use Mary.
Mary-san wa Yubin Koku de ikimasu.
Okay, now question. Is she at the post office or is she going to the post office? You are correct, Sash. You were close.
Going to?
Right. So she's using movement, right?
Yeah.
Movement uses...
I forgot the knee, didn't I?
So you don't need the day, you need the knee. If that makes sense.
Okay. I know, because I just thought because there's a place involved that you have to put that in.
No, that depicts a place that you are currently at that moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it should have been Mary-san wa Yubin Kyoku ni ikimasu.
Fantastic. Now, let's add it at 1 o'clock, and we're going to use 1 p.m.
Okay. So for that one, can I use ni twice, or should I use
You can use
a?
ni twice. You should you can use ni twice, and if
Okay.
you'd like to use a, you can as well too.
Okay. Mary-san wa Yubin Kyoku ni what is it? Ichiju. Oh wait, Ichiji gogo ni ikimasu.
Very good. So let's put the time in front of going. So say marry the time and then going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did I do it in the wrong order?
Yeah, it was a little the order was a little backwards. It
So
doesn't.
you did the place before the time, and it needs to be time before the place.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was the other way around. Is that always, or is that in some cases?
That's usually in most cases. So if you're at a location, usually, if I'm not mistaken, the time goes before and then it comes. The time always comes first, and then the location, and then what you're doing.
Okay. Because, yeah, I don't know why, but I thought last week I was doing place, then time.
We might have been doing place and time, and I might have made a mistake with that. If that's the
Okay.
case, I do apologize.
No, it's okay. I just was like, hang on a minute.
No, I think it was. Because I had it as time before everything else. Which
Okay.
I assume I took the same lesson plan a couple days ago, yeah?
Yep. Well, let's try and use it that way, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So time first. So Mary-san wa ichi gogo ni Yubin Kyoku ni ikimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Lavitz, it's now going to be your turn, and we're going to go to the library. Do you remember what library is?
I looked it up.
Okay. So she is studying for an 8 a.m. final, so she's going at 3 a.m.
Okay, so you want me to just go from... Okay, so Mary-san wa Sanji Gozen ni Toshokan... Or not... Yeah, Toshokan ni ikimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right. Eddie, let's do the next one here. And this is also going to be 8:30 a.m. So you're going to be using a.m. instead of p.m.
Hang on a minute. School is
like
gakko, right?
Yep. Gakko.
Mary-san wa wait. So for 8:30, is that hachihanji or
Ha-
hachijihan?
Hachijihan.
Okay, yeah. Mary-san wa hachijihan ni gakko ni ikimasu.
Very good.
She forgot I am.
Okay.
Oh,
let's,
yeah, goes in. Yeah.
Let's try and put that in there then.
Yep. Mary-san wa hachijihan gozen ni gakko ni ikimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right, and we'll move on to the next one here. All right. Lavitz, why don't you take the next one? Do you remember what cafe?
Sunday I don't. Or cafe or Sunday, no. Is cafe just not cafe? All right.
The what they want you to say is the Japanese version, which is
Kafue.
Is it kasa?
kisaten.
Yeah.
Kisaten. Okay.
And then this one here is
Nichiobi.
Yobi.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Mary-san wa Nichiobi ni kisaten ni, because she's going to ikimasu.
It's not.
Or is it O? No, it's not O. What is that? Kisa or come to? Oh, come. I don't know. Come to. Got it. I can look that up though. We have that on
That
the thing.
that's the kudu, which becomes kimas.
Yeah, I got it. So Mary-san wa that's behind your head. Nichiobi ni Nichiobi ni sorry.
Kisa.
Mary-san wa kisa 10, right? Kisa 10.
Yep.
So Mary-san wa Nichiobi ni kisa 10 ni shima or no kimas.
Very good. Fantastic. All right. Ellie, you're up with the next one.
Okay.
So home. Do you remember home?
Uchi?
Very good. And do you remember return? It's your favorite word.
Kareru?
Very
Or
good.
karimasu?
All right, we're gonna make this 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Mary-san wa 5時半午後にうちに帰ります。
Kaeri.
帰ります。
Fantastic. Very good. You got
I
it.
want to merge that together so bad. No.
All right, Lavitz, you got the next one.
Is it USA?
No, it is America.
America. Okay.
So,
And
Yeah, America.
Is it an Aishta?
Ashita.
Ashta. Ashita.
Yeah, so ashita.
Ashta. Okay, so the quicker way was fine. So, Ameri-san wa ashita ni America ni okaerimasu.
Okay, good. Yeah, with this ashita ni kaerimasu.
Kaerimasu. What did I say?
O kaerimasu.
Oh,
You
did I
said
say
okaeri, so,
okaeri?
like,
Yeah,
That's
you
come
awesome.
home. Welcome home.
I used the okaeri to make the kairi sound like right, because that's just the first time you hear that most of the time.
All right. So now we are going to do the next one here. I'm going to ask you questions, and I want you to respond to the questions I'm asking. Okay? So I'll ask Ellie the first question. Ellie, Meri-san wa nani o shimasu ka?
Is that asking where she is?
Nani o shimasu ka?
Oh, what is she doing?
No, what is she drinking, right?
Well, doing, drinking.
Okay, so you were saying doing.
Because
Yep.
shimas is suru,
Yeah.
which is
Yep.
to do, so it's not specific.
Yep.
Got it.
So Meri-san wa it's kote, right?
Kohi.
Oh yeah, that's he. Meri-san wa kohi o mimasu?
No. No me.
Nomimasu.
Very good.
I knew there was a me in there somewhere.
All right, Lavitz. Level up. Meri-san wa doko de kohi o nomimasu ka?
Word for shop.
The coffee shop at Kisaten.
Yeah. Kisaten. Oh, okay, that's right. So repeat the question one more time so I can parrot the answer.
Okay. Meri-san wa doko de kohi o nomimasu ka?
Meri-san wa kisenta or kisaten ni kohi o nomimasu.
Very close. You said Kisaten ni, and that
Which
was
is
to movement.
It's
oh,
day.
okay, so kisaten o kohi o
day.
or day? Oh, because
Yeah.
it's a place, that's right.
Yeah.
I got confused because we were using it earlier. Yeah, okay. So Meri-san wa kisaten de kohi o nomimasu.
Very good. Now, Eddie, Meri-san wa nanji ni doko de kohi o nomimasu ka?
Meri-san wa sanji gogo ni kisaten de kohi o nomimasu.
Fantastic. Very good. Let's do the next one. Okay. Lavitz-san.
Hi. Hi.
Meri-san wa nani o shimasu ka?
Nani o shimasu ka, which means what is Mary doing? Meri-san wa terebi o what is watch?
I've forgotten that one too.
It's not here.
Mimas?
Yeah, it is mimasu. You're correct. Oh, he's putting it there while I'm looking.
That's where I got it from.
Mary-san wa taberu or terebi, excuse me. Mary-san wa terebi o nimasu.
Very good. Eri-san? Meri-san wa doko de terebi o mimasu ka?
Mary-san wa uchi de terebi o oh, you want the time as well based on your
Not
hovering?
yet. Nope.
Not yet? Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Is that it?
Not yet.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
getting ready for me.
I was like, are you giving me a... Am I missing something? Mary-san wa uchi de terebi o mimasu.
Fantastic. Good job. And Lavitz was correct. I'm getting ready.
Slightly too preemptive.
Lavitz-san, Mary-san
Hi.
wa doko de itsu terebi o mimasu ka?
Mary-san wa... Oh, I forgot the word for home. I wasn't listening hard enough to
Uchi.
Haiti. Uchi, thank you.
There's two options. There's uchi and there's ie, just to be confusing.
Gotcha.
It's not ie.
So, Mary-san wa konban de... No, konban ni... konban ni uchi... uchi de terebi o nimasu.
Okay. Fantastic. Now let's move on to the next one here. And the next one, I'll ask Eddie. Eddie, Mary-san wa nani o shimasu ka?
It's hard to read the what's it called, the kanji.
Is that... hang on a minute. Nihon go?
Nihongo.
Nihongo. Oh, okay. Yep. Mary-san wa Nihongo o hanashi.
Hanashi.
Hanashimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Rabitsu-san,
Hi.
doko de hanashimasu ka? Doko de
Mary-san.
Nihongo hanashimasu ka?
I got so Mary-san wa what is college?
Gakusei?
Gakusei, is that correct?
Nope. Gakusei
Oh, wait,
is
that's-
Nope.
student.
Yeah. It's the one that I always forget. And you think I'd remember that one?
That's funny. So it's that is right. So that's Daigaku.
Very
So
good.
Mary-san wa Daigaku de oh, I am drawing a blank. Nihongo o, and I forgot speak already because we were so on what's it called? Other things.
Hanasu.
Hanashimasu.
Very good.
Mary-san
Fantastic.
o, yeah. So Mary-san o Daigaku de Nihongo no already forgot it.
Let's try this one more time. So, Meri-san wa?
Meri-san wa. I just keep forgetting what speak is.
That's
Hanasu.
hanasu.
Hanasu. So Meri-san wa daigaku de Nihongo o. Oh, wow, that's just not sticking. That's impressive for me.
Hanasu.
Hanashimasu.
Very good. All right, Eddie.
Yep.
いつ大学で日本語を話しますか?
いつ.
いつ
Yep. I do not know what the word is for every day.
Yeah, I'm like, did you put the kanji down? I'm like, we're not gonna know that.
Oops.
No, I put the kanji down for daigaku.
Oh, okay, got you.
Is that mai nichi?
Very good. Mainichi.
Mainichi. Okay. Meri-san wa mainichi ni Nihongo o. Oh wait, whoops, I missed that bit. Meri-san wa mainichi ni daigaku de Nihongo o hanashimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Good job. All right, let's move on to the next part here. We're going to learn some new stuff. So we're going to learn some frequency words now. So the first one is ammari.
Anmari.
So think of something that you do very little. So as an example, we have yakyu. Yakyu is baseball.
Okay.
ラブツさんは野球をしますか?
Amashimasen.
あまり
Amarimasen.
あんまり野球をしません.
Okay. Shimasu. Okay.
So あんまり
So Anmari o
So あんまり野球を
Anmari yakyu o shimasen.
Very good. These words here do not require any particles.
Okay.
The only thing that's different about these is these ones that are in like the negative require the negative ending sentence. Eddie-san.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie-san は UFC をしますか?
UFC.
UFC.
I don't know what that is.
The ultimate
Mixed martial arts.
It's mixed martial arts fighting
okay.
championship,
That's
basically.
appropriate.
Yes.
So, is that Zen Zen?
Zen, very good. So,
Zen Zen
Watashi wa?
Watashi wa Zen Zen UFC o shimasen.
fantastic, very good. So, Rabitsu-san,
はい。
アニメを見ますか?
I don't see Usually is not enough, sir.
Well, there's often, usually and often are really so. The one that they don't have here is always,
mm,
and always is itsumo.
so itsumo. So sorry,
Okay.
I'm trying to follow this a little more.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So ラベツさんはアニメを見ますか?
so 私はanime or sorry, so it's that one first. Itenma or itenma, yeah.
いつも
Itsumo, excuse me. So 私はいつもアニメをします。
見
Mimas, excuse me, because it's watch. Got it.
Yep.
I understand that part of it.
エリーさんはアニメを見ますか?
That's like taete, right?
Yep. 大抵
Taete. Just to use something different.
Mhm.
私は大抵アニメをblanking on watching.
Me?
Oh, mi 見ます.
見ます
Mimas. Yeah, it's a ru one. Yeah.
Yep. And next. ラビッツさんはタコスを食べますか?
so 私はthat is ちょっと or no, sorry, that's the wrong one. ちょっと that does make more sense. 時々タコスをします or no 食べます
Very good. Fantastic. All right. And Eddie さんはwhat is it? What is geologist again?
Chishisugaku.
Chishitsugaku. Okay. So 地質学を勉強しますか?
That's a difficult. Yeah, I could use that.
How about we use this? We used this in the first lesson, but it was Asia Kenkyu. So Kenkyu means research.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. 私は yeah, that's yoku.
Yep.
Yeah, yoku. Yeah. 私はよく地質学を now I've just
Kenkyu.
Yeah. Kenkyu Benkyu yeah. Do I still need to use that too? Or is that
Yes,
just
Kenkyu.
shimas? Yeah.
Very good. So Kenkyu is research.
Yeah.
Kenkyu shimasu is to research.
Yeah.
Okay. And why don't you guys ask each other a question?
That's gonna require like thinking and research there.
Well, you can use like for things to eat, like ice cream or
Keiki.
there. Ask that question. What kind of cake? Carrot cake?
Yeah, that would
Cheesecake?
require me knowing what carrot is.
Well, not really. You can say you could say carrot cake.
cake. ケーキ。uh, uh,
So
ラ
like
ブツさんは、ケーキ、食べます。ですか？
tabemasu ka?
食べま
Is
す
that
か？
correct?
So Rabutsu-san wa keiki o tabemasu ka? Go ahead and say
ラ
that.
ブツさんはケーキを食べますか？ Oops.
Tabemasu ka?
食べますか？
Let's see. Watashi wa. What kind of cake was it again? Sorry.
Just cake,
Just cake.
in
I
general.
kept it
Okay.
simple.
Everyone loves cake.
Watashi wa chotto keiki o tabemasu.
Very good. And Lavitz, why don't you ask her a question? If it's about a game, it's suru. So
I
whatever
was
the
gonna
game
just
is.
stick with food.
Okay.
Eri-san wa hamburger o tabemasu ka?
um, 私は、ちょっとハンバーガー食べます。
Hamburger.
ハンバーガーを食べます。
Very good. Fantastic. Good job. Let's move on to the next part here where we're going to do time. And we did some of this already, but let's just go over some words that we were in your vocabulary. So you have asa for morning. Ashita.
Asa.
Yes, asa.
Oh.
And then ashita is tomorrow. Itsu is when. And then kyo for today. Goro is about. So if you're saying I'll be there at about 9 o'clock, so it'd be kuji goro kimasu. So
What if you're doing PM? Would it be after the roll?
yeah, you could say you'd say kuji.
Go, go.
Go, or is it
Well,
go?
here's the thing. Usually in conversation, it's understood whether it's going to be evening or in the morning.
And I guess if you don't know, you could ask, right?
Right. But usually it's like I can't even think of like how you put string those two together. I've never actually seen it.
Would you end up using ashita or what is this? Konban
Yeah,
at all?
Yeah, you use those a lot.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's like after, what is it? Goru.
So goro is only used for
Goro.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and when I say time, like an actual time, like
Yeah,
five,
like 5.
around
yeah.
5, around 5:30. Okay, and then we had tonight konban, because you guys know konban wa.
Konban wa.
I didn't know you could just use konban. Like, I mean, it makes sense that you can, but we hadn't.
Right. And then shumatsu is weekend.
Shumatsu.
And then mainichi is every day. And then maiban is every night. So if you look here, the characters are the same.
The ban.
The first ones, yeah.
And the ban is the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have the days. We have the
Gotcha.
days of the week here as well. So you have Nichiyobi, Getsuyobi, Kaiyobi, Suiyobi, Mokuyobi, Kinyobi, and Doyobi. And starting the next lesson, we're going to be basically learning these kanji here.
Gotcha.
So
I
that's
figured the kanji in the verbs we've been learning. I'm assuming we're coming back to those at some point.
Oh yes, what's going to happen is we're going to basically get used to them in the lesson this lesson as we go, and in the next lesson, I want you guys to try and learn them so that I don't have to put the furigana above it. So that when we do like what is it what is it when you do tabemas, I can put this here like that, and I don't
Yeah.
have to put the ta above it.
Mm-hmm.
So that when you guys see this, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's tabemas.
He has a lot of faith.
Yeah, I was like, that's like next level.
Just remember, if you don't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you.
Neither of us believe in the time frame.
I'm like, phone a friend.
Okay, so here's for making plans. Like if you're gonna make a plan to go like have coffee or go do something together. I desu ne works for sounds good, but
Okay.
as you've learned in other lessons, I desu ne is also used for specific context for something that somebody doesn't want to do. Or that's so desu ne.
Oh right, okay. I was like,
So-
hang on.
So with so desu ne, that's like agreeing just to get the person to be quiet. And I desu ne can be used the same way. It just depends on the context.
Mm.
But for the majority of things, it's going to be sounds good. So the next thing is, would you like to? So if I said hamburger o tabemasen ka?
Okay.
So Dabitsu-san, hamburger o tabemasen ka?
So I'd beいいですね。いいですね。
Very good. エリーさんはケーキを食べませんか?
いいえですね。
So, why don't you guys ask me and I'll show you the next one.
What is this?
Eddie, why don't you ask me if I want to eat Vegemite?
デスペラードさんは、ベジマイトを、食べます。
食べま
ますせんか?
ベジマイトはちょっと So that's
Oh,
the
a little bit.
yes, ベジマイトはちょっと like that. So
Yeah, definitely doesn't sound positive.
right. So if you were to say ベジマイトはちょっと that would just
They think
sound
you're crazy.
absolutely crazy. So, ベジマイトはちょっと So,
Could you let's say you said it your way, and then if I said it in the crazy way, could that just be being disbelief in that you won't do it?
No.
No, it won't come across that way.
No. That kind of humor, it doesn't come across the same way.
Okay.
So, let me ask a question. So, kaki, oysters. Eri-san wa kaki o tabemasen ka?
What was it? Kaki?
Kaki.
Kaki wa what is it?
ちょっ
ちょ
と。
ちょっと
ちょっと。
ちょっと
So, ラビッツさんはイカ食べませんか? Ika is squid.
So I'd be イカをいいですね。
イカはいいですね。
イカはいいですね。Got it.
Okay. So, ラビッツさんはホヤ sea pineapple o tabemasen ka? Hoya.
What's sea pineapple?
Hoya?
What?
A sea pineapple, it's this
What the-
it's this red looking thing here, okay? So, I'll explain it to you. It's got a red outside. It's round. It lives on the bottom of the ocean. It's got these disgusting little orange dots on it. Like this. And it has roots, but it has internal organs at the same time. So,
What?
yeah, it's
That's like
really
an
weird.
alien.
It's really weird because it's both a fish or like a plant and an animal. And
And what's it called again?
it's called a sea pineapple or a sea
No, no, no.
squirt.
No, what's the Japanese name? I'd be answering it.
It's called Hoya.
Hoya
Hoya.
wa chotto.
Yeah, and it is utterly nasty, like absolutely
Oh, is it?
nasty. Like, well, for me, I mean, some people they like serve it with like 5-star meals and whatnot, and they'll cut it up. But the thing is like you cut into it, and sometimes if they give you like a raw piece, it seeps. Like
Ooh.
It looks good grilled.
Yeah, you need to try it though.
It looks like opihi.
So
I'll have
Or
to look
any
it
other
up
type
after.
of.
Eddie-san wa Hoya wa dou desu ka?
Hoya wa chotto.
Sashera-san wa Hoya wa dou desu ka?
How could I say don't do it, my friend?
Don't do it. Say tabe nai de.
Tabe nai de
Tab-
tomodachi.
Tabe nai de. Okay, so the first one there is wa chotto. So, we had wa chotto and then wa dou desu ka? So,
You look sea pineapple up on Google, and one of the earlier results is SpongeBob's house.
yeah, it's supposed to technically be a sea pineapple.
Wait, in like the translation of the song, would they say was it Hoya?
No, because it's a regular pineapple, so it'd be whatever that is, right?
But it's like he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
So, for the last few minutes here, and I know we're over time just a little bit. Sorry, everybody. We're going to go a few minutes more. I'm going to ask you a question, and the circle is like the time you are free. But I'm going to ask you a question, and you tell me whether it's like ii desu ne or chotto. Okay? And then
Okay.
we're going to find a time where we can meet to go eat, and I'm going to help you through this as well. So, ラブツさん、
はい。
日曜日に朝ごはんを食べませんか?
Sorry, what are the two answers? It's not choto, but it's
So, 朝ごはんはちょっと。
right. I'm trying to remember what the second the second answer is we're looking at. So, asagohan is breakfast. Sorry, ask the question one more time, Desperado. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out what the exercise is right now.
Okay.
I'm a little lost.
Okay, so this here is your schedule for the day.
Gotcha.
Where you're free and where you can't go. The X means that you're not free. The circle means that you are free.
Okay, got it. And the two answers is choto and what's yes?
Ii desu ne.
Ii desu ne. Ii desu ne. Ii desu ne. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead with the question one more time for me.
ラブツさんは日曜日に朝ごはんを食べませんか?
Choto.
朝ごはんは
Asagohan wa choto.
はい。いつ食べませんか? When?
Yeah. So I'd be watashi wa asagohan, or no. So watashi wa kayobi ni 朝ごはんを食べます。
Okay. So
Did I get that right?
let's you're doing very good. We could make this just a little bit easier. I think this is my fault here, but if you look here, we have wa do desu ka. How about
Okay. Yeah, we didn't go over that. So I could go. So I would just go. So the short answer would be, how about the day I am available? Got it.
right?
Or day available wa do desu ka?
So in this case here, it'd be kayobi no.
Obi no kayobi yo wa. Or sorry, what's the phrase again?
So kayobi no
Yo no.
Wa do desu ka?
asogohan
Yeah.
Oh, asogohan
wa
o wa. Okay.
do desu ka.
Do desu ka? Okay.
Let's try it again.
So do desu ka, do desu ka, do desu ka. So uh so do I start with watashi wa? Or no, I'm asking how about this day. So I'd
Yep.
be kayobi ni
No.
asogo. No? Why is it no? Oh,
You-
okay. That's
To
right.
the no day.
So kayobi no. Well, no's the not part of the word. It's the connection to it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's because I'm not saying I'm doing something. I'm not using the verbs, adverbs, correct?
Right.
I'm just, yeah, okay. So, kayobi no asogohan o
Asogohan wa.
asogohan. I'm on the last lesson still because I'm confused why we switched over.
Yep.
So it's because I'm not describing what I'm doing. I'm no longer using de, ni, and o, correct?
Right.
Okay, so I'm back to no and wa.
Yep.
Gotcha. So, kayobi no asagohan wa. Already forgot the phrase that we're trying to practice because I'm
Do
trying to
desu
get the
ka?
rest of do desu ka.
I desu ne. Okay, and Eddie, let's work on one too here. Eddie-san wa suiyoubi no hiru gohan o tabemasen ka?
Can I just say hiru gohan chotto?
Yeah, hiru gohan wa.
Hiru gohan wa chotto?
Mm-hmm.
Um. Uh.
So which day?
So I can pick any day that it works at that time, right?
Sure. Or you could pick the same day and a different time too.
Okay.
Wait, do we have
Um.
times I'm not seeing somewhere?
So you have ban gohan, you have hiru
Oh,
gohan,
gotcha.
and asa gohan.
So we can choose a different meal. Got it.
Yep.
Is it day and then time, or time then day?
Time than day. Well,
Uh,
no, because we're not doing actual times. We're doing
Yeah.
a meal thing. So the meal would be second, I would think.
Yes.
So would it be?
Yeah. If it was a like 5 p.m., you wouldn't be using day of the week, or would you be using a day of the week still, Desperado?
If it was 5 p.m., you could say, what is it? You'd say the day first and then the time. You always
Okay,
start with
gotcha.
the largest measurement of time and work your way down.
Got it.
That is that
Suyobi.
yeah, suyobi. Okay. So now is it suyobi and suyobi no bango ban
Bangohan.
bangohan wa do desu ka?
I desu ne. Good. All right. We're going to stop here for today. And when we come back, we will do a little bit more review of the time stuff, and then we'll learn some new stuff going on to the next lesson. And we're going to continue working with this lesson. And during the next lesson, my hope is that we could have something where the two of you are able to go back and forth asking each other about different times and places and things to do. At least that's the hope. I'm
We will
placing
see.
all my hopes and dreams in you. Anywho, that's going to be all for today. If you guys have any homework or anything or whatnot, you want me to check something for you, just join up in the Discord, send it to me. There's a workbook. We have a bunch of other stuff here. And we'll see you next week next Friday for our next class. So take care, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.